Hey, what's up friends? Today we're going to be working on the MR2 again. Well, I just stepped in a bunch of tools. As we all know, I've explained it before plenty of times, the MR2 is having some issues with the throttle. It's playing up and I can't really drive it properly, and it's a little bit annoying because this is technically my daily right now. I do have the Camry, but I drive this more than anything else just because it's just reliable, it's easy to drive. Well, not currently, but I need to fix this thing immediately. So to try and get you guys to better understand my issue, what I'm going to do is hook up a GoPro on the side of the car right there so you can see me driving, and hopefully you can see what exactly is going on. I'll explain it as best as I can now, but what happens is sort of putting throttle input in when I'm driving, and I put my foot down like 1 or 2%, absolutely nothing, 3, 4, 5%, nothing, and then all of a sudden, boom. And what that causes is a lot of jerks, so like I can't really drive this car normally, so we got to fix it. It's also like sort of starting really weird as well. Whenever I start it, it doesn't come to the right RPM that it should. Here we go. Here's a semi-cold start. There you go. Not good. So we made sure that there was no more catching on the throttle plate itself on the throttle body. So now the only option is to adjust the TPS. So we're probably gonna have to adjust the TPS, and I didn't do that while the throttle body was out of the car. I have no idea why, but we're gonna try that today. So that means I have to take the throttle body off again and try it all again. See how that goes. You aren't probably gonna hear much here because it's really vibrating on that, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I'm driving to get petrol right now. This is what I mean. So I'm in third gear, I put my foot down, nothing, and then all of a sudden. Alright, so it's about 2,000 to 3,000 RPM, so. It's really bad as well because I can't sort of feather throughout corners, so whenever I come to a corner and I try to lightly press on the pedal, it sort of just jerks. So right now I'm going to put my foot down. Yeah, it's jerking, so yeah, did it again. So we've had our first fill up in the MR2, and I really hope that you guys can see exactly what's going on here. It is not the best in the world. We're trying to get, hopefully we can fix it tonight. Damn, she's looking good right here. All right, let's go for a little bit more of a rip because we just filled this up with some premium 98. I'm gonna see if I can replicate the jerkiness. Here we go. Yep, oh my God, it just jerked. Oh man, so the GoPro was sort of cooking it there, you know, jiggling around with the mount there, so I don't know if you got the best sort of audio and footage there, but I want to show you guys these things that I got for the MR2 as well. I've got some cup holder thingos for the vents. So Nate at NotYourNate on Instagram told me to buy these things. Awesome stuff. I'm just hoping that they're going to work well on the MR2. He's running them with his Skyline right now and it looks really good, fits really well, so hopefully I can have cup holders in the MR2 now. Alrighty. Just some good eBay cup holders. Check this out. Now I have a cup holder. Have a look at that. And that works pretty well. Close the door. MR2 has cup holders. It just sort of renders that vent useless. I mean, when the cup's out, it's gonna flow some air, but woo, sweet. Because I've done this before so many times on film now, I'm not even going to bother filming all of it. I'm just going to do a time lapse so you can see me removing the throttle body and everything. I'm not going to do it right now, just going to wait till it's a little bit colder because we just drove the car pretty hard. And because we did that, coolant is under pressure, so it's just going to go whoop when I remove that pipe probably. So we finally have the throttle body out of the car, and we are now going to start calibrating the throttle body TPS sensors. So this sensor right here is the throttle positioning sensor, and there's a whole bunch of things that you got to do sent over by the man himself, Daniel Hertz. It says that we have to do these things. And my goodness, me, this is really intimidating because I've never done this before, but it seems like we need to test resistance between each single pointer over here with a ohm tester thingo, and I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. We have to do a whole bunch of things to the throttle body. We need to move that throttle body open and closed and then check the resistance and all. And once we do that, everything should be calibrated. I just probably will need to adjust it a little bit. I'm actually curious to see if it's out by a lot. Where is it? Here it is. Hopefully it's out, because then that'll be the reason why this is cooked. Hopefully you can see this, but it says at it says when the throttle body is completely closed, so 0 millimeter gap between the lever and the stop screw, that the resistance should be between 0.28 and 6.4 ohms, or kilo ohms, or whatever that is. But when I test this over here, like, I don't know if I'm reading it right. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest, but gotta learn somehow, huh? So if you look at that top number just over here, look at what I do. Look at what it does when I test the two terminals. That should be between those numbers, 0.2 and 6.4. It's reading 446. Is that 0.4? I don't know. Kilo ohms, my God. All right, much later in the night now, I'm gonna show you exactly what we've been doing behind the scenes, because I didn't record anything because I was just sort of concentrating and trying to get the job done. And I managed to do that. I managed to go through that whole calibration table and test everything. I didn't do it when I just took it out. I did it after I sort of played around with it, and I found out that it was in spec. There was nothing actually wrong. It seemed to adhere to all the chart rules, and yeah, so all I really did was take out that throttle plate again, shave it down a little bit more because it felt like it was still catching. And I think because last time when I shaved it down, it was only so subtle that when the car heated up and it warmed up, that plate expanded and then started catching on the walls of the throttle plate again, the throttle body again. So I'm hoping now that everything is good. We just need to bleed the coolant again, because I sort of yeeted a pipe off and let the coolant go everywhere because, you know, the whole system's under pressure. So I'm just gonna fill the remainder up with just some water, because that's all this thing deserves. Nah, I'm gonna fill the car up with some, yeah, we're gonna start it and bleed the system. We've got the coolant bleeding, we're almost done. Just making sure there's no more bubbles, and we're good. Well, I just took the MR2 for a test drive. It is finally fixed. Everything is fine. There is no issues with the throttle, there's no issues with the throttle body at all now. It works perfect, which is awesome. I don't even know what else to say. It's all good now. So it seemed like it wasn't the calibration that needed to be fixed. It was actually just a little bit more to, all I needed to do was sand a little bit more of the throttle plate itself. So I did that, because due to like heat expanding the throttle plate, that's probably what caused it to just rub a little bit more, but it's totally fine now. I didn't even change anything. I just sanded it down and it's all good now. So the MR2 left a little bit of a stain over there, but yeah, sweet. Before we end today's video off, I want to show you guys these 6 stickers that we have on the BenkiSpec website. I know that I've been showing all this stuff off a lot, but we haven't shown the love for the stickers. Look at that. We've still got a bunch to cut out to go. But if you guys want to represent the Benki, then check out the website down below. So I want to thank you guys all for watching, because that was a little bit of a repeat of another video, because, you know, we have done this before and we failed at it, and now we did it again and we learned from it and we fixed it. I want to talk about a little bit of something that I'm trying to work on with the channel and sort of talk with you guys one-on-one here. Currently, we have been doing really good with trying to complete the goal of, I guess, keeping a consistent continuity. Damn, I don't know. I'm trying to be consistent throughout videos, and it's sort of working out. Like, there's a start and end to each video, and you can sort of see progression at every stage, and it doesn't sort of jump from one place to the other in videos. So that's what I'm happy for. The only issue that I'm having so far is that it's really hard to keep consistent content out. So every video that I make right now is just off different cars, different events, different things just happening all at once around me. It's not really like consecutive, you know, chaser, 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 MR2, MR2, MR2. You know what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to try to do is hold off videos in the future. I don't know if it's the right move, but I want to try to get videos consistently rolling out to make it sort of easier for you guys to watch if you're keeping up to date with me. And that's the current stage with the Chaser. We're sort of just waiting for things to happen so that I can just bulk video, just sort of like keep a series going on the Chaser, you know, non-stop. I don't know, it's pretty late and I don't know if I'm making much sense, but I am the main aim is for me to just be consistent with content and make like more series instead of, you know, Benki MR2 here, MR2, Chaser, car review. I don't know. That's something that I'm trying to work on, something that we'll be also putting up on the goals list up there for 2021. Unfortunately, 2020 wasn't the best year for us, but I'm going to make sure that I make the most of 2021. We're going to try change the game. That's as much as I'm going to say. I've got plans, things in the top of my head that I'm going to try play out, and we'll just see how that goes. I also need to remind you all that we will be doing a road trip late January. Dates aren't fully confirmed yet, but we're going to head to Canberra, Sydney, Brisbane, Gold Coast. We're going to go all the way up the east coast of Australia and meet a bunch of you guys. So if you guys are going to meet me and a couple of friends, comment down below. It'd be awesome to see people that are out there that are wanting to meet up. Thought I'd show you this as well, a little bit of behind the scenes of like editing videos and stuff. This is just a really small edit, nothing too crazy, but there's a lot of chopping. There you go. Anyway, I want to thank you guys again so much for watching, sticking around, having so much fun doing this whole YouTube thing. I will catch you all later on. See ya.